The Devils take on the Rangers, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop on Monday, November 28th, 2022. Both teams are minus $1.10, total 6 goals. Vitek Vanacek expected for the Devils, Igor Shesterkin possible for New York. I'm 4-0 my last 4 board member tier package bets on my website. And I'll include a link for today's board member tier package bet in the description section below. And just a reminder, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that package for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, I'm also going to include all my cheaper memberships for you absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. Now, I currently have over 630 members who are signed up and active on my website right now. And even though Shesterkin's had a pretty good year between the pipes thus far, the Rangers as a team, they've had a tough time scoring at home. These guys are in the bottom 3 in home goals per game. The Rangers have also dropped their last 2 straight losses to the likes of Edmonton and Anaheim. They're going up against Vitek Vanacek, who's 10-2 between the pipes this year with a .923 save percentage. And on top of that, well, these Devils defensive lines, they've done a real nice job as well. Jersey's leading the NHL in defensive shots on goal. Now, offensively, on the other end of the ice, New Jersey's had little issue putting the puck in the net. Jack Hughes has 11 goals and 25 total points. Meanwhile, Nico Highshire's a plus 15 right now, and he also has double-digit goals on the season. Now, total-wise, New Jersey went 60% to the under on the road this year. Meanwhile, New York's 14-8 to the under for the whole year themselves. I'm going to lean toward the New Jersey Devils minus $1.10, under 6. Next game, Lightning Sabres, 7 o'clock East. Tampa Bay's the $1.45 favorite on the road, total 6.5. Brian Elliott for the Lightning, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo. And even though Luke's has had a shaky couple of starts here, the Sabres are in the top 3 in the NHL in scoring. Tage Thompson's 5th in the league in goals with 13 of them. Meanwhile, Rasmus Dahlin, he's a plus 9, and he's 2nd on the roster in points. Now, they're facing a Tampa team who's covering in just 33% of their road games. Veteran netminder Brian Elliott, he's also been shaky in the crease. He's got a .337 goals against average and a save percentage of just .891. When it comes to the total in this one, Tampa Bay's gone 60% to the over for the season. Meanwhile, Buffalo went 7-5 to the over at the KeyBank Center. Give me Buffalo plus 1.5, over 6.5 goals. Next contest, Leafs, Red Wings, 7 o'clock East. Toronto's the $1.50 favorite on the road, total 6. Matt Murray for Toronto, Ville Husso for Detroit. Now, Husso's 9-2 on the year with a sub-240 goals against average. And no real surprise here, guys. Buffalo's in the top 10 in the NHL in fewest home goals allowed. Now, defenseman Philip Hronek, he's a plus 10 when he's on the ice. Meanwhile, Dylan Larkin's a plus 9 himself with 23 total points. Now, they're facing a Toronto team on the other side who struggles with offensive chances on the road. The Leafs are actually averaging only 27 shots on goal while traveling. And of course, that's, puts them in the bottom 10 in that particular category. And out of Toronto's 23 games this year, they cashed in on the puck line only 8 times. And of course, that's good for just 34%. Now, total-wise, Toronto's 66% to the under for the entire season. Meanwhile, Detroit went 7-4 to the under in their last 11 at Little Caesars Arena. I'm going to lean toward Detroit plus 1.5, under 6. Next contest, Golden Knights, Blue Jackets, 7 o'clock East. Vegas is minus 300, total 6.5. Logan Thompson for the Knights, Daniil Tarasov for Columbus. Now, Danny's having a tough start to the year for the Jackets. He's just 2-3 in 5 starts, and he has a goals against average of .346. Now, this Columbus team is also allowing more goals a game at home than any other club in the league. They're facing a Vegas squad who leads the NHL in road scoring themselves. Jack Eichel has a team best 11 goals. He's also a plus 16 when he's on a shift. And Riley Smith, he's second on the team in goals with 10 of them. Now, total-wise, the Knights could put this one over themselves. They're actually 8-3 to the over as the road team as well. Meanwhile, Columbus has gone 14-6 to the over for the whole season. I'm going to lean toward the Vegas Golden Knights -1.5, over 6.5 goals. Next contest, Stars, Blues, 8 o'clock East. Dallas is -1.15, total 6. Jake Oettinger for the Stars, Jordan Binnington for St. Louis. Now, Binny's run into some problems in the early going here. He's got himself a goals against average in the 3s. The Blues are also giving up just way too many goals in the Enterprise Center this year. They're in the bottom 10 in home goals allowed. They're facing a Dallas club who's had little issue getting to the net themselves. These guys are in the top 3 in goals per game, and they're led by Jason Robertson, who leads the NHL in goals. Robinson has put the puck in the net 18 times this year, and he also has 35 total points. Meanwhile, center Joe Pavelski, he's a +15 when he's on the ice. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Dallas's last 7 did get over the number. St. Louis is 7-2 to the over on their home ice themselves. I'm going to lean toward Dallas -1.15, over 6. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final game. Panthers at the Oilers, 9:30 p.m. East. Florida's the $1.20 favorite on the road, total 6.5. Sergei Bobrovsky for the Panthers, Stu Skinner for Edmonton. Now, Stewie comes into today's start with a .278 goals against average and a .921 save percentage. Meanwhile, as a team, the Oilers got the W recently against the likes of the Rangers, Golden Knights, and this very Florida team. Connor McDavid has a league-best 36 points. Meanwhile, Leon Draisaitl's right behind him with 32 points on the year. They're facing a Florida club who lost 4 out of their last 5 themselves, and they give up a lot of goals when they travel. Florida's in the bottom 10 in road goals allowed, and they've gotten subpar production out of Sergei Bobrovsky here, at least to start the year. The goaltender's got a .362 goals against average and a save percentage below .890. Now, total-wise, Edmonton's gone 70% to the over away from home. Florida has gone 70% to the over away from home. Meanwhile, Edmonton's 8-3 to the over at Rogers Place. I'm going to lean toward the Oilers, +$1, over 6.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like the Devils -110, under 6. Buffalo +1.5, over 6.5 goals. I'm 4-0 my last 4 board member tier package bets on my website. And just a reminder, if you sign up for my board member tier package bets, you're going to get access to that package for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus here, guys, you're also going to get access to all my cheaper personal bets absolutely free. They'll be included with your purchase. Give me Detroit +1.5, under 6. Vegas Golden Knights -1.5, over 6.5 goals. Dallas -1.15, over 6. And with my next and final free pick, give me Edmonton +$1, over 6.5 goals.